Hey guys, so in my last video I mentioned that I was a Disney princess, but not at Disney. Because number one, I'm too young, and number two, I'm not pretty enough for that. But I was a Disney princess at like parties and restaurants. Like they'll have Disney princesses to come in and like talk to people while they eat their dinner, basically to help distract kids so they don't eat the dinner that their parents paid for. Really don't know what the point of us being there was. But anyways, today I'm gonna be telling you my craziest experiences as a Disney princess. I did not work at Disney, but let me just tell you, I have some stories, probably worse than some of the princesses that work at Disney. So just buckle your seatbelts, you know, because this is gonna be a wild ride, you know, it's gonna be great. Anytime you're dealing with kids especially, or just people in general, you're gonna get some crazy stories. But when you're dressed up as a Disney princess at a restaurant, you're guaranteed to get some interesting stories. And that's what I was doing. I had a company that I worked for that would send me in, and literally I would just show up in my costume and then I would talk to the kids and then they'd give me a paycheck at the end of the day. I would be there for like 2 hours or so. I played Elsa and Belle. And I had a guy, I don't know his name, I don't even think I really know what he looks like without his mask on, who played the Beast. So it was a great time. Let's just get into these stories. I don't know why I'm still talking. Anyways, so first one, I was Elsa, and I went to this restaurant. I think it was my first time working there, and they had karaoke where kids could come and like dance. They didn't actually have karaoke. I think they just had where kids could come and dance. You know, just show off your dance moves. Basically just a place for kids to embarrass themselves and for the parents to be like, why did we let our kid go up there? Anyways, so they had that, and I was like, you know, trying to like bop with the kids, dance with the kids or whatever. And the owner of the restaurant comes over with this microphone and is like, sing. The kids want you to sing Let It Go. And he puts the microphone in my face. And I don't sing. Like, I love singing, I think it's fun, but I do not sing in front of people at all. Like, that's one of my worst fears, not to mention it was Let It Go, and this was not when Frozen was cool. This is like when everyone hated the song. I was like, pretty sure you just want to hear me sing Let It Go. So he had the microphone in my face and he was like, sing, and I literally went over to the microphone and I went,
Elsa doesn't sing.
And I don't know how I didn't get fired, but I was not singing because that was not part of the deal or anything. No one talked to me about that. So yeah, I was just really unprepared and caught off guard and terrified and scared and really just scarred for life after that. But that's not even the worst one. So here's another one. When I was Belle, I was at a restaurant and I was like going around the tables and I was like, hi, are you like enjoying your meal? Like, not to mention doing that was very awkward because I'd be like, are you liking your meal? And sometimes the kids would be like, no, I don't like the food here. And I'd be like, great, okay, see you next time. I was going up to this one table and I was like, oh, like, are you enjoying your meal? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, he just looked straight at me and he goes, my mom made a big pile of poop in our new house. And I was like, what? And his mom was sitting right there and she was just like, And I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now, okay. So that was very awkward. The next one was, I was Belle still, and I had the Beast, and I had never talked to the Beast, had never met him before outside of his costume. And so we're there and it's the little dancing thing again, but now I'm Belle, so we're supposed to be, you know, dancing. So we're like dancing with the kids, and then he's like, the guy who tried to make me sing was like, oh my gosh, like, you guys should dance together. Like, dance together. So I was like, oh great, that's exactly what I want to do. So the guy who played the Beast, he had these huge gloves on, so like, say here's his fingers, and then the gloves like extended to make it look like claws. And so we had to, I'll try to insert a picture here. It's like blurry, I think, but I think I have a picture. And because my grandma thought it was very funny, and so she took a picture. But anyways, yeah, so we had to dance awkwardly. We just swayed like that, and his hands like were huge because he had those little claw things on. It was just very awkward. Oh, another one with the Beast. He was wearing skinny jeans with his costume, and he was like, oh, he was like whispering to me through his mask. He was like, I have your paycheck in my pocket. And I was like, okay, great. And he was like, can you get it out for me? And he wanted me, because he had those gloves on, he wanted me to stick my hand in his pant pocket, the front one, and take out his wallet. I was like, let me get my mom to take it from you. And he was like, okay. So I like walked him to the table that my mom was sitting at, and I was like, oh, he has the money for me. Can you just like take it? Because I did not want to stick my hands in his pant pocket. And so my mom's like, oh yeah. So my mom's like trying to get it out of his pants, and she's like laughing, like embarrassed. And I was just standing there like, does this kid not have a social clue that that's like really awkward? Like, you don't have someone take your wallet out of your skinny jean pant pocket. Like, it was stuck in his pants. And my dad was just sitting there like,
what is going on? Why is this happening?
So that was really embarrassing for all of us. Oh, another story with the Beast. A lot of these have to do with the Beast, but another one is where this little girl, I was like walking to tables with the Beast, and he couldn't talk because he had his mask on, so he'd just walk silently with me, and I had to do all the talking. And this little girl looks up to me and she goes, do you love him? And I was like, yeah, of course. And then we just stood there, and he didn't say anything, and I didn't say anything, and she didn't say anything. And then I was just like, okay, have a good night, and just like walked. It was just awkward stuff like that. Like, kids just put you in awkward situations. I'm not saying it was a horrible experience. I had some really great experiences. I'll insert a picture of a little girl's, like her mom wrote a story on Facebook about how like happy her daughter was to see us, and that made it fun. Like, that made it worth it. Most people, you know who the princesses are. They came to see the princesses. But then you get the old people that are just there for the bar, or that are just there to have a nice dinner. And then you see these girls in ball gowns walking around, and they don't know who the Disney princesses are. So yeah, I was just, walking around, and this old couple stopped me, and they were like, oh, hi, where are you guys from? So I guess they thought we were like confused, didn't know what a restaurant was, and that's why we were just doing laps around the restaurant. And I was like, oh, we're from Arendelle, because I was Elsa, and so I was trying to like stay in character. And they go, oh, Ireland, I love Ireland. Well, that's so nice of you to just like come to this restaurant and talk to people and stuff. And I was like, yeah. They thought that I came from Ireland, and that's how people in Ireland dressed, and that I was just coming and walking around the restaurant as someone from Ireland. Yeah, they literally had no idea what was going on, and I kept trying to explain to them while staying in character, and it just didn't really register with them. So I'm dying. I was Elsa, and this little kid, a little boy, kept flirting with me. And it was very awkward because he was very young and very country, and he kept like trying to like hold my hand, and I was like, no. And he was like the only kid in the restaurant at that point, because it was getting really late, because a lot of kids would be there in the beginning, and then I'd get to my late night part, and like it'd be one kid or something, and I wouldn't know what to do with myself. And then they were like taking song requests, and he put on some country song about some guy singing about love or something, and it's like baby something something something, and I don't know, it was a very interesting country song. I had never heard it before. And the little boy comes up to me, he was like probably 10, he comes up to me and goes, this one's for you, baby. And I was like, that's so cute, thank you. And he tried to dance with me. I don't know if I actually danced with him or not, but he kept trying to dance with me. And this was like, there was a bar there. It was very strange and edgy and really fun. Also, I had to deal with several old males and just males in general at the bar. And they would just come up to me and be like, hey, can I have a picture? And I never knew like how to react, because I didn't want to be like, obviously like, no, I don't want to take a picture with you. So I usually have to take pictures with them, and they would be like drunk, and I just have to be in the picture like, I'm not really quite sure why they wanted a picture. Thought that was a little sketchy. Another one is, again, an adult male. So we had to stand at the entrance and greet people and be like, welcome to dinner. I don't know, it was really weird. And so we would, you know, greet people. And one time, this old grumpy guy came in and he goes, what is it, PJ Day? What are you wearing? And I was like, oh, I'm a princess. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And he just walked off. That was very awkward for me because then I was like, everyone probably thinks I'm a psycho. Yeah. Another one, I was working and there was a very big rainstorm. I think I was being Belle, yeah. And part of the roof blew off. While I was working as a Disney princess, the doors, like, they kept flying open. And then part of the roof blew off and then the, like, ceiling was leaking and we had to have buckets all over. All I'm in a ball gown, so that was interesting. Also, a lot of times at restaurants, I would forget to bring an extra pair of shoes. So I would literally leave the restaurant with my hair done like Belle, or like my hair was underneath the Elsa wig, so it would be all like natted, and leggings, a t-shirt, and high heels. Because I swear to you, like 40 times, I forgot to pack sneakers or pack like flats or something, and I would have to leave in leggings and high heels, and I just had to leave looking very cute like that. You know, I was really starting a new trend. But yeah, those are my most embarrassing, crazy, cringy, insane customer experiences that I've had. And I'm using slime right now because I'm bored. You know, so I really hope you enjoyed this. It really didn't benefit you in any way, but if anything, it helped me rant, so thank you guys for that. And it gave me money, so I appreciate that too. But yeah, I love you guys. Follow me on Instagram, like this video if you liked it, and I love you. Okay, bye. Bye. Okay, we're done.